welcome to the Lilac Show. And guys, today we are reviewing a model NASCAR.
All right, very cool. Dude, don't break it.
It's a Transformer.
Oh, guys, he got me.
Today we are reviewing Dark of the Moon Neck Tech Deluxe Class Roadbuster. He's 88.
Yes, he is the 88 NASCAR, guys. I don't know what racer that actually is, guys. I'm not familiar enough with NASCAR to tell anybody that. So, but guys, if anybody out there happens to know who that is, it looks like maybe, I think the name that's on the roof is Dale Earnhardt Jr. maybe? I don't actually know, guys. Guys, leave us a comment and let us know if you guys know who that is.
Here's how to transform it. These will become the missiles in robot mode, so you just fold the back, like so. And then you take the arms forward, like it's a plane. And then you start to bring this up, but first you gotta unhinge it from the front. What? Just try it. Try to get it. So actually, before you do that, you got to move these sections from the front.
Yeah, this is not a bad transformation, guys.
And then you lift it up, but
you can see
first you just bring it out, and then you put these.
So you guys can see, like from there, the exploded view right there, that this is a little shell former-ish, but it's still a cool vehicle.
It's the same thing as Lockdown. But there's only one thing to it you don't necessarily have to do, but it's easier, that you just take the head off so it can fit and you don't have to struggle to get it off.
His head pops off super easy, guys.
So you fold this front part. And
kind of one of the annoying things about this figure.
And you kind of just bring this. We found this guy at the collectible shop. So you bring it so it's like that, and you bring it right there, because now it's good. And you untab that. And you might be wondering, where is all the guns on this guy? And then you just really untab these.
Yeah, that's a good point, Leo. Because if you see Roadbuster for like Generations or something like that, that guy he's probably got like, I don't know, like 8 guns, right? He's just bristling with weapons, and this guy is like, where's weapons, Roadbuster, right? He's weapon happy.
And then what you do from there is you plug these into the tire. But then you have to actually put the head back on, which looks like a pretty good. Now we're gonna call this the backpack transformation. You just don't want to take the arm off. So basically, you just gotta go like that. And you have to fold these parts up. If it's a little hard at first, that's fine. And then you split these parts.
Yeah, those are the missile launchers, guys.
And then you put this back up. And then you fold the feet out. And then you fold his Autobot symbol up. And here he is. The great Roadbuster. He looks kind of short.
Yeah, they made him a lot shorter than the Voyager class sets and Generations, guys, of course. I'm not sure like how disguised that would be to be like a NASCAR, because all the places I've driven to, I've never seen one of those on the streets, guys, like ever. And I think you can give his chainsaw gun thing, I think you can have him hold that maybe.
Well, I've tried it before and he hasn't done it.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I do.
You can attach it to his backpack, yeah.
And it's the riff of the car, but you can kind of do it like it's the next. But this is a cool figure overall. But there is some drawbacks.
Okay.
One drawback, that these parts are gray and I wish they were really colored in.
Which parts?
These parts.
Oh, his legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something, guys, that we can maybe do a paint app on down the line.
Major drawback. Another drawback to this guy is... Oh, wait. I forgot a step. You just fold those tires down. other than good lights. But one major drawback also to this figure is ball joints pop off super easy. So we might use some of that stuff to fix that.
Yeah, just his head is the only one that I've really had trouble with, guys, and that could be. It actually looks like a bad design to me, but possibly it's just from overuse. I mean, as Leo said, we got this from a collectible shop. Have no idea what condition it was in when we got it. I mean, it seems to transform okay and everything like that, but you never know. It's one of the hazards of buying those, because you never know what condition it was actually in.
But you can. There's another major drawback to this. You can see all the parts that were built in. And if you were pretending it was something else, you wouldn't do it very good because there's robot cables sticking out of the vehicle. These parts especially don't like to tuck in, if you can see. Oh yeah,
they don't. Those parts are a little bit loose. That's true. But then again, that might just be wear from whoever had it before us transforming it a zillion times.
And then there's this piece. If they were a different transformation than each other, then we wouldn't get mad. So then we would know that another major drawback to covering these, that maybe the amp pieces should split right here. These parts, so it's cool. One of the other drawbacks to this figure into the Deluxe, I really wish it was longer, so we could say it's longer, because it's not. The headlights, they're just painted silver, which is not considerably good. We want to paint them yellow and detailish. All they did was just do that.
Well, so NASCARs, as you guys have noticed if you ever watch the Cars movies, NASCAR cars don't need headlights particularly. So they're most of the time on there with just stickers. And I'm sure that if they're trying to mimic a NASCAR, they're not really, honestly, probably too worried about headlights. Again, this guy and the rest of the Wreckers guys was just, and what's that on Top Spin? It was a little bit odd, guys, to see them try to use that, and I'm still not quite sure of that decision from Bay. But okay, guys, so let's take a look at this. First thing we're going to take a peek at here is the weapon.
The weapon doesn't have really good solid parts on it.
So you can see, guys, it's not basically a chainsaw. Oh, what's going on here? We're having a misaligned chainsaw for some reason. As you can see, you guys can see what it's supposed to do. I'm not sure what happened here, though. Okay, so this normally would be a lot more centered than this is. I'm not sure why this is off, guys.
I'll try to fix it.
So Leah's going to try to fix that while we're looking at this. But you guys get the idea. And there it is, guys. Here is his face sculpt. Not a lot of definition here, guys. There's a lot of detail, but not a lot of definition, if you guys know what I mean. So you guys can make out that it's a face sculpt, but there's not a lot to it. You can light it as well. So if you run light behind it, his eyes do light up. This right here is the only Autobot shield on this figure, guys. Just this thing right here, and this one also flaps up as well. So we could add another sticker after this one, but I don't know that we're going to be doing that because probably one is plenty for this guy. And you can see here the face, or I mean the chest shield is kind of broken. You can see the painted headlights that Leo was disliking. And there's some good detail on this one. I think he's, as a robot, guys, you can see, stands pretty well. He's very stable. He actually stands a little bit better than that Voyager class from Generations we were talking about. I'm not always a super fan of things being molded to arms, like this is, with his door panel, both sides. But robot mode overall, I think, looks pretty good. I don't have any issues with this guy. I don't like this shell former thing, though. He does seem pretty stable, but I'm just not a fan of that. And up here, you can do this thing. Okay, guys, so you can see you've got some opportunity here to kind of play around with his rocket launchers. You can lift them up and tear them loose. Here it is. So you guys can see there, you've got his rocket launchers positioned a little bit better. And that's really, guys, if you want to do some poses with him. I think he does lend himself really well to posability, guys. All in all, it's pretty good. But you can see, like Leo was saying, super duper kibbly and very shell former-ish here, guys. But he stands really well. Alright guys, and to put him back into vehicle mode, guys, so we start by just pulling this all the way. And from there, I like to unfold his shell completely. So we make the hood. This part we're going to save till last, but this goes together a fairly specific way, and I'll show you that here in a little bit, but it's just easier to save that to the end. And like pretty much every transformation, I like to just get everything more or less into position to the extent possible. Okay guys, and from here we're going to pull him out all the way. You can see his head has already popped off. We're going to put it on and try it for the transformation, but you can see it's a very weak ball joint. And from here, we just have to come down. This is very subtle, guys, so just make sure you come down, okay? And then I like to just build the hood right away. So come down, and then we're just going to fold this under, like so. Now, this part can get a little tricky in that he won't necessarily always want to fit right away. So we're going to move this part here and just trying to flatten this out a little bit. His tires, we need to rotate back like so. Whoops. It's easier to do all this before he's tucked in, of course. So, and you can see his head, I believe, has already popped off. No, maybe not. Okay, so here we just notch this part together. And so these two screws go between those two other screws, okay? Easiest way to remember that, guys. Okay, and there we go. Coming together nicely? Yes, it is. Okay, so from there, we're just tucking these parts in, like so. Come over here. Tucking in these parts, like so. There it is. Okay, guys, so most of this thing is built. Now, this part, okay? So we need to run this all the way. Okay, it's going to have to go like this. This is the easiest way of doing this, by the way, guys. So put this so it's flat, okay, and this so it's flat. Connect the two, bring it down, fold the trunk. Okay, easy, bo-breezy. And we just, these are the flaps Leo was talking about. He's right, they don't always necessarily want to just stay put. There's not really, you can't really notch them under that either, because it'll deform the car if you do that. But it doesn't seem to hinder his wheel flow. So looking closely at this, guys, definitely a NASCAR. Got the window screen. I believe that says Dale Earnhardt Jr. I think. I don't know who 88 is, because we don't watch NASCAR. The Chevy emblem is actually off center slightly here. Sort of bothers me a little bit, but not the end of the world. Over here, guys, just a lot less sponsor stickers on this, guys, than I guess we would expect. The back has got tail lights. They're just painted on, of course, as well. So I like this figure, guys. I think this is a really, really cool figure. And guys, I wish our gun wasn't busted the way it is, but anyway, that just fits into the roof. And there you go. You can have a chainsaw on his roof. And there it is, guys, back into vehicle mode. It's a good figure, guys. If you find this figure, I would say get it. I like this figure a lot. I think he's definitely one of the cooler ones. Dark of the Moon had some really whipping vehicles in it, guys. I like this one a lot. I thought this was definitely one of the cooler ones that they had. It's somewhat unique too, I think, guys, where you don't see. I don't think we saw a lot of race cars in the other movies. So it's an odd touch. I mean, that's how he differentiates the records, I guess, with Leadfoot and Topspin and Roadbusters. But it's an odd choice because, like I said, if you saw a NASCAR down the street, it would be astonishingly poor disguise because those are not street vehicles. Anyway, that's going to do it for us, guys. Definitely appreciate you guys coming by and taking a look. Spend some time with us, guys. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please give us the old thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button if you have not done so already, guys. Hit the blue bell next to the red subscribe button if you'd like to be notified of the latest and greatest content as it becomes available, guys. Or follow us on our Twitter feed where any updates to the channel are made on live and direct time, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you have Dark of the Moon figures, what your favorite Transformer movie was, what your favorite figure from that movie was. Guys, we'd be really interested in hearing. Despite him not being especially Roadbuster-ish to me, this is one that I definitely like a lot. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite, but I do like this figure quite a bit. But guys, leave us a comment, let us know. And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.